On April 29, 1975, the skies above Saigon thundered with a rhythmic chop of Marine CH-53 and Huey helicopters. Their mission? To extract American personnel and at-risk South Vietnamese, embassy workers, interpreters, military allies, and their families. The U.S. Embassy compound became a last refuge. Outside its gates, thousands surged, pleading for entry. Children were hoisted above heads, arms outstretched. Mothers wept. Some clung to barbed wire in silent anguish. Others pressed identification papers and family photographs into the hands of Marines, hoping it would be enough. Inside the embassy, scenes were equally chaotic. Marines formed security perimeters on the rooftop landing pad. Lists were checked, decisions made in seconds. Who would leave? Who would stay? Some South Vietnamese officers stood in disbelief, refusing to accept that their allies, friends they had fought beside for years, were now departing for good. The USS Midway's flight deck, usually a stage for fighter jets and naval might, became a sanctuary of last resort. In those final desperate days of April 1975, it became a floating lifeline, buoyed by hope, burdened by heartbreak. Under the relentless roar of rotor blades and the oppressive weight of urgency, its deck pulsed with the thunder of incoming helicopters, each one crammed with evacuees clinging to the last thread of escape. Families arrived in waves, frightened, exhausted, and often with nothing more than clothes on their backs. Children clutched tattered dolls. Mothers held infants wrapped in cloth. Some evacuees staggered off the choppers barefoot, their eyes wide with shock, their futures utterly unknown. In just 2 days, the USS Midway took in 3,073 refugees, a staggering feat amid chaos, contributing mightily to the over 7,000 people airlifted during Operation Frequent Wind. These were not just numbers. They were lives caught in the vortex of history, torn between collapse of one world and the uncertain promise of another. Amid the controlled frenzy on deck, U.S. Navy crews worked around the clock, pushing aircraft overboard to make space for incoming choppers. There was no time for protocol, only compassion and speed. Every safe landing meant lives saved. Every minute counted. It was a moment where war met mercy, where a warship became an ark for those fleeing a nation in its final, crumbling hours. In the harrowing final hours of April 30th, the last helicopters lifted off from the U.S. Embassy rooftop, carrying exhausted diplomats, soldiers, and a few lucky civilians. Below, a city of 3 million watched in disbelief and despair. By dawn, communist troops entered the city. The South Vietnamese government surrendered unconditionally. Post-war, the North Vietnamese government implemented re-education camps, with 300,000 South Vietnamese enduring torture, starvation, and disease. Within 2 years, 1 million people left Saigon, targeting 500,000 further departures, contributing to a humanitarian crisis.